Imagine running your code without managing server, without worrying about the scaling up and scaling down, and the pay only when your codes run, not the 24/7. That's exactly what Amazon AWS Lambda do. Okay, in today's video, we'll show how you build and deploy run your first serverless function step by step. Before jumping into the hands-on, if you're new to the channel, do subscribe and check out AWS related videos. And recently, I have started for the Linux playlist as well. And if you're on LinkedIn, do follow me there as well, or you can check out my portfolio rakeshwan.in. So let's get back to our topic. So today's topic is a Lambda. Okay, we'll see what is the Lambda. So before jumping in the hands-on, let's understand what Lambda actually is and what it does. Okay, so basically Lambda is a serverless compute service. Basically it's a compute only, but it's a serverless. We'll see what is a serverless in upcoming, like after a few minutes. Just you need to upload your code, and AWS will manage automatically run. So basically Amazon will automatically run your code when it's triggered. So we need to see the two things: what is a serverless, okay, and what is a trigger. So serverless is nothing but it doesn't mean there is no server. It means AWS is going to manage all the provisioning, scaling, and maintenance. That means a serverless. Initial days, serverless means a fast, which is pronounced as a function as a service. So basically, anything happened, your function will run and do the task. So that's now the in modern world. Now it's called a Lambda. Okay, now we'll understand why AWS Lambda. Okay, we have a two example. As we mentioned, it's a compute service. So in compute service we have something called EC2. Okay, if you remember, if EC2. Okay, we'll see what is the difference between this EC2 and this Lambda. So first we'll go with the EC2. Let me mark here EC2, and here we have Lambda. Okay, in EC2 we need a virtual server in a cloud, basically virtual server. Okay, and we have a limited RAM and CPU you need to configure. Okay, so based on the RAM and the CPU, you're going to charge it. Okay, and it should continuously run like 24/7. It should be up and running EC2, then only you are accessible to your service. Okay, and then the important thing is the scaling up and down. Either you need to configure it or you need to manually do it, all these things. Okay, scaling up and scaling down, which is a hectic. Okay, so but all this issue is solved by the Lambda. Okay, we'll see what Lambda do now. Okay, so Lambda basically a virtual function. Okay, that means no server you are going to manage. Okay, and this is limited by time. That means it's execute for a short period of time. Okay, so for a short, like millisecond, for 1 minute. Okay, the maximum duration is for 15 minutes you can run this Lambda function. Okay, not more than that. So that's the thing. And it's run on demand, and its scaling is automatic, so there is no need to worry about scaling. Okay, that is automated, that is managed by AWS. So that's the difference between EC2 and the Lambda. What issue problem it solved by the Lambda. Okay, now the benefit of Lambda. What is a benefit? Okay, if I take the benefit of Lambda. So okay, the first one is a easy pricing. So your function is going to run for a very millisecond. Okay, within a seconds. Okay, it's done. So that means the cost will be very less. Okay, so pay request and the compute time is very less. Okay, and in the free tier, like we have a very large number of requests you can trigger. Okay, that's all learning purpose you can use. Okay, and integrate with the whole AWS services, like we have different services, API gateway with S3. It's all integrated. Okay, so you can use this Lambda with different services as well. Okay, and the third thing is it's event driven. Okay, it's a event driven architecture. Basically in any moment of time you can trigger the request. Okay, so that's the benefit. Okay, and the Lambda is supported by many different languages. Okay, we have Lambda, Python, Java, Ruby. We'll see where are all these things is there and how you to configure it. Okay, so we'll see the Lambda how actually works. Okay, in our demo. So let's go to a console and you can search here Lambda, or if you have recently visited, it will be there only. Okay, so if you go to here, you can see here AWS Lambda let you run code without thinking about the server. Okay, so it's mentioned like no need to worry about server basically. Okay, so hey, you can from here you can create a function, but as of now to see the how the Lambda works. Okay, here we have an example in Java, Node.js, Python. Okay, so let's understand with a Java, a Node.js, and then we'll go to Python. Okay, here you can see a function. In that we have a console and it's returned hello from the Lambda. Okay, if you go to the Python, we have a function here, def Lambda handler. Then okay, then it's a print event and a return hello from the Lambda. If you run, you will get the hello from the Lambda. So that's how fast it is. Okay, so basically that if you run, just the moment you click on run and the time is taken to execute this function, for that time only you are going to pay the amount. Apart from that, nothing else. Okay, you can just write this above the simple Lambda function, click run, see the function. Okay, so these are the things. Okay, you can see here pricing model. For the first 1 million requests per month is free, and first 400 kgb seconds in month is free, totally free. Okay, so that much 1 million requests is more than enough to learn the Lambda. Okay, I guess. So we'll see the example in upcoming videos how you are going to do. Okay, as of now we see the things. Okay, now where we are going to use this Lambda. Okay, so let me give the real world example here. Okay, first one is a image processing. So image processing, in the sense someone is upload one image and you want to transform that image, so you can write a function to trigger one event and do something and then the return. So it's kind of okay. Then we have a backend API, or we've seen API gateway. Till now we didn't see, but we're going to see API gateway. If any request come to that endpoint, just do one task, like okay. And the third one is automatic script you can manage. Okay, if you want to run a script for the particular time, just you can make it happen, okay, using Lambda. And we have a bot also. Okay, and if any app you are developing, okay, which is event driven. Okay, we'll see what is event driven. Okay, if you don't know, just Google it, you will find it. Okay, so that's the real world example. Okay, and what are the other way you can use? Do let me in the comment section if you have any other real life example. So that's all for today. I guess you know about what is the difference between EC2, Lambda, and what are the things in a Lambda is there. Okay, and that's all for today. And if you found this helpful, do forget like, share and subscribe. And in next video we'll see how you can connect Lambda with the S3 and build the real world project. Okay, so do let me in the comment section if you have any queries. We'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.